Good morning. Welcome to the Centers for Spiritual Living, North Metro. I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torphy.
I'm Sheila Fawson.
And I'm Greg Fawson. We do the production of the broadcast.
Hi.
I'm Dr. Ernestina Garcia, and I do the readings.
I'm Raheem Quasi. You're going to play some music today.
Yay.
So would you play it, Sue?
So I just invite you to take a nice deep cleansing breath and close your eyes. As we recognize that there is only one power, one presence, one life that is within each and every one of us all the time. And I know that it's right where we are right now, and that the service unfolds in ease and grace and effortlessness. I know that everyone sees what they need to see and hears what they need to hear, and that the grace of God that is right here present can be felt by each person involved. And so I just release it, let it go, and together we say, and so it is.
And so it is. And here's the purpose.
The purpose of our spiritual community is to be a spiritual community, to be supportive to all those who are seeking support, to practice and live unconditional love, to be non-judgmental and forgiving, to embrace oneness, to join all others who want to co-create a world that works for everyone, all cultures, all races, all sexual orientations, and all life. And together we say, and so it is.
So it is.
So get ready because we're about to hear some wonderful music from our friend Raheem.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Well, this week, I think we all need to protect our vibrations, our frequencies, and more than normal. And music is one pathway back to a peaceful place. And so I'm going to sing this first song. It's called "We Are Light," and about shining even in the darkness, to not get pulled in. You know, it's such a temptation to get pulled into it, and it takes real discipline to not. And the discipline, I think, comes from having practices that we can fall back on. It as a substitute for slipping in to something else that's not helping us be our best, our higher self. So music is one way. Another way is meditation. I am light, streaming, beaming through this world. You are light, streaming, beaming through this world. Here we go. Shine, oh shine, even in the darkness. Shine, oh we are light. Streaming, beaming through this world. Shine, even in the darkness. Shine, oh we are light. We are light. We are light. Thank you.
Yeah, powerful. And that's the truth. That's what we are, light.
We have to remember. We have to
Yeah.
receive and recall and remember, not let that light diminish, just
That's
stay
right.
at a certain place. And it takes work. That's the work. It's like a relationship. It takes work.
Preach.
Yeah. I tell you what. Yeah.
Okay, we'll be back to you shortly.
Beautiful.
So, our title for today is Why What? And we invite you to check out our website, and the affirmations and a prayer are out there. Stephen Anthony writes those affirmations every single week that Ernestina so skillfully leads us into. And he also writes prayer. And so it's out there on the website. If you ever need prayer, it's just right there. Reverend Michael writes some really cool blogs that are out there too. So just check out our website, cslnorthmetro.org. And if this is meaningful to you, if it's helping you, if it's up-leveling your spiritual growth, it takes money to do this service. And so we just really appreciate it if you would just make a donation. You can make it right there on the website. You can, you see on the screen all the different ways that we have right there. It's right on the front page, and we just really appreciate it. And thank you. So I think that's it for me.
So, Dr. Ernestina.
Oh, more music.
You can call me Dr. Ernestine if you want to. I think this church welcomes all, so.
Yes, it does.
Well, that first song was very upbeat and proclamatory. This is a little more internal, similar message, but this is more like those practices of breath, really. Music creates frequency and vibration that can reach us and change our point, our how we feel. But it's really the breath that is in control of our thoughts. If we slip into breath, then we can master our thoughts better. So this song is about that as we reach for love and peace. So love is in me now. It's always growing. It's always knowing now. Now. Peace is in me now. It's always growing. It's always showing now. Now. Breathe. 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 Is in me now. It's always growing. It's always showing now.
Oh,
Hmm.
I think I was starting to clap and I'm thinking I should be saying, and so it is instead.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You know,
Thank you.
silence is okay, and every absorbing whatever the energy takes us, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah,
well, you took us to a nice place. Thank you.
good, good. I'm glad.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, there's more of Raheem to come forth,
Yeah.
so let's move over to Ernestina now.
Beautiful.
And I'm looking forward to more. In the meantime, hi, everybody. Let's do the affirmations for the week of September 14th, written for us, all of us, with love, from Stephen Anthony. Please repeat after me. I recognize the perfect expression of God in everyone.
I recognize the perfect expression of God in everyone.
The divine presence expresses through me.
The divine presence expresses through me.
I embrace joy and beauty in my life.
I embrace joy and beauty in my life.
In this moment, I experience purpose and guidance from within.
In this moment,
I experience purpose and guidance from within.
Right where I am is the perfect place for me to be.
Right where I am is the perfect place for me to be.
I open to my highest expansion and expression.
I open to my highest expansion and expression.
And together we say,
And so
it is. Okay, now it's time for the reading that the reverends have selected for us. And it is from the book, The Science of the Mind by Ernest Holmes. To inquire why life itself is useless. For life is self-existent, and all of the science, wit, and art of people can never fathom that which is self-existent. I am that I am. Since we are, we must have evolved from or become manifested in that which is. Our physiological and psychological reactions are reactions to something that has an actual existence, intelligence, and consciousness. Our actions and reactions can be analyzed. The invisible life principle incarnated in us cannot be analyzed. Any attempt to do so is futile. Facts admit of proof. Life announces itself. We know that we are. Even a flat denial of our existence would constitute a bold affirmation of its reality. If we were to push our history back to some beginning, we should still be compelled to make the simple statement that humanity is. If humanity's life is of God, then it comes from a source that has no beginning. So the question as to why we are must forever remain unanswered. God could not tell why God is. To suppose that life could give us an excuse or reason for being would be to impose an absurdity. Life is. And right at this point, all inquiry into truth starts. And from this point alone, must this inquiry continue. We are not so much interested, however, in why we are as in what we are. That we are some part of life no one can deny, and keep faith with reason. And together we say, and so it is.
So it is.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, back to Raheem.
Ah. hold space for the good things in your life. Hold space for the good things in your life. Create a pathway to your heart. Create a pathway to your heart. Receive, oh, the love that's all around. Receive the love that's all around. Hold space, create, receive love.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Whew.
More later.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Raheem.
My
That was
pleasure.
awesome.
My pleasure.
It's beautiful.
I like what your music does.
Me too.
Yes. It's the
So-
channel. It's the channel. If I put my ego into a box, put that box in a closet, shut the door, turn the light, lock that closet, then there's a chance that what you're hearing has power, you know, and because it's not me, I'm just the channel, you know, like when you speak, at our best, we're a channel, and so that's why it's even hard to say thank you, you know, just because it's kind of like, well, I'll pass that along, you know, to where the energy is coming from.
Well, I'm going to say thank you. Because
Oh, I accept anyway, so
it's deserving.
That's right.
beautiful.
All right. We'll see you in bed.
See you after.
Yes. Here we are again. Another Sunday. So, those who seek the Lord will find the Lord. Those that seek the truth will find the truth. Those that declare it creates the truth. And so many of us are seeking a higher spiritual awareness. Those that are seeking that higher awareness knows and probably have heard many times if you're in the New Thought, because it's a phrase that we like to use, and that's change your thinking, change your life. Well, that's pretty powerful when you think about it. That all we have to do is change our thinking, and our life will change. All we have to do.
Right. That's easier said than done.
Yeah. But what I know is that it makes spiritual sense, and it works even better when there's one other practice put into play, and that's checking our thinking. Checking our thinking. What does that mean? That means, do you pay attention what your thoughts are saying? Do you pay attention what you're saying out loud? That's coming from your thinking. If we can discover certain thoughts that are going through our mind automatically, then in turn redefine those thoughts change eventually will take place.
Mhm.
And that's our practice.
It is.
That's what we are called to do. Nothing can change until we become aware of what's going on in our head and our thinking. Eventually, anyone who wants to grow spiritually must first check their thinking, check their thoughts that are going through their head. Honestly, are we thinking why or asking what?
Mhm.
That's big. Those are two big differences.
Really big deal. I was just thinking, why me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Why me? When you say that, it's going to show up
It is.
because you're asking a question. Why me? The universe will give you that same old thing that you've been going through all your life and showing you why you want to wake up and ask, what is it I need to do? What is it? And in most cases, those that are headstrong would wisely be served to try and change the way they're thinking. You can't get, well, you can get things by being headstrong, but it gives you a headache. Yeah. I mean, it's just too much work.
Well, I think also it's hard to be around somebody who's headstrong all the time because they always think they're right.
Yeah. And then they're headed there.
Right. And so then there's not room for a relationship in there to me.
Yeah. That's so true. So when I say to get those thoughts out of your head, what I mean is going past pattern thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Pattern thinking is those thoughts that just automatically happen all the time. It's a pattern, and the pattern can be changed by opening up to God thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
the most highest thought that you can possibly experience are God thoughts. God thoughts are always present and can be heard when the brain-heart connection is made. So there's so many times we separate the heart and the brain as two different things, but actually it's just one thing happening because it's the action from the combination that we're looking at, not the combination itself. I mean, I could say my brain is here, my heart is there, but when they're connected, there's only one thing going on, and that's the God self expressing clearly, powerfully. Now, the brain-heart connection is independent of I have to, independent of I must, independent of I can't see it any other way, independent of I have too many obligations, or independent, this was my favorite, that's the way it always has been.
Oh, that's a good reason to keep doing it that way.
How many times have you said that or thought that?
Or has somebody said that to you?
Right, that's the way it's always been. So what?
So we can't change anything and we can't have new thoughts and we can't do a different thing because that's the way it's always been.
So it's interesting to me that when I'm connected to my heart and my mind, you know, how I open myself up to the possibilities that are unending, to the clarity that is always ours to experience, and to the love that you feel when God expresses to you, when God chooses to share something with you, the gift of its almighty intelligence, its absolutely loving heart, and its way of peace. Looking back on our lives, isn't it amazing how we were so ready to grow. Remember those time periods in your life where you were just ready to grow? You can go back to your childhood. I remember our grandkids when they first learned to. They think that's the most powerful thing in the moment because they go around showing you they can do that. Or when they first rode their bike and their dad finally let go of the bike and they're riding on their own. Those are spiritual growths. They show up in the physical, but they're spiritual growths. They're showing that, yes, you can do anything you want to do. We're attracted to everything we need when we're ready to grow, when we ask Spirit to show us what we need to know. Here are three things necessary for spiritual growth. One, become aware of what we're saying and how we're saying it. Just become aware of it. How many times do you get mad and say something that you wish you could take back and don't think you can take back, but you can't take it back because a positive statement would just negate what you said. And the second one is become aware of the thoughts behind what you are saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's so important because you may say things, but behind it, something else is taking place. You may get angry, but behind that anger, something is wanting to speak out and say what it is that needs to be said. And finally, change them both.
Mm-hmm.
Change how you're saying things and change the thoughts behind what you're saying. Letting go of everything. Excuse me. The practice of becoming aware of our thoughts challenges us to be a place of letting go. Being in that place of letting go of everything we've become accustomed to, letting go of everything that's not ours to do. How many times you get so busy doing something else and stuff that you forget about
Who
you?
would do that?
No, I'm not saying that.
I think that's one of mine that I think I've done a lot of work on it. But, thinking I had to do everything. I know for me, well, when I was a teenager and both of my parents were at work and my siblings were supposed to be helping me, but they didn't. And when we hadn't done the things we were supposed to do, my mother would be mad when she came home, and I didn't really like that. So I just did it all. But I didn't do it with a clear heart. I did it and I was mad about it. And so that just kept us in that pattern of I was doing all the work, the kids were playing, I didn't want mom to be mad and blah, blah, blah. And so when I moved away, everybody had a really big understanding. And, that was the 18-year-old me, the 14 to 18-year-old me. There were a lot of things that I could have done differently. I could have, there were choices and I just didn't know any better at the time. And it's, it's really easy to look back on such a long time ago and say, wow, I could have done it better. And there are things that happen all the time still where we can go, oh, I could have done that a little differently. I could have said that differently, or I could have maybe been with it for a little while before I reacted, or, there are just so many times when we react instead of act. And those are those times of getting more of what we don't want because we're not asking for it we're not claiming it for ourselves and asking for it in the right way. We're asking for it in a negative way.
Yeah, and that's what's behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You may be asking for help financially, but behind it, you don't believe you deserve it. But there's a block that was given to you, that you accepted,
Mm-hmm.
and it just can't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So other things are letting go of that which suppresses your power.
Ooh.
Yeah. You got something to say about that?
Well, I just think a lot of times we think we have to do things a certain way, and we think we don't have power. I think I I think it's probably a lot different now than it was for me, where I felt in banking that I had to work twice as hard as the men to get where I got for them. You know, it didn't feel like things. I'm sure that the playing field's a lot more level than it used to be, but it wasn't level. And I think there are still those places where when we don't stand up for ourselves and we continue to play the same old game because that's the way it has been, and so that's what we do, then nobody grows and nothing changes. And I can remember feeling really frustrated about things that I have so much better skills now. I could do a lot better. You know, I could do things a lot differently. And I guess that's what this whole spiritual growth thing is like, oh, I have new tools now. I can do this a different way. I can do this a better way. I can pray about it. I can have a practitioner session. I have lots of tools now that I didn't have.
Mhm. So another letting go is letting go of who we think we are,
Mm.
because who we think we are isn't necessarily who we are.
It's just who we think we are.
Who we think we are. We want to get to knowing who we are. And that takes some work
Mhm.
because you've been molded by other people, by what you accept as truth, by any number of things. You know, radical Christians, they think they got the truth and they have to act a certain way, but it's not necessary. What's necessary is to discover that each one of us is made in the likeness and image of God, and that's who we are.
And I think a danger is because one person thinks it's one way and they think everyone else should think the same way. That's we're all on our own path, and we all have to find what's right for each one of us. And we find the spiritual beliefs that work for us. And I just think it's really important for us to recognize it's always an inside job. You know, it's not ever what you should do to make me okay. It's what I should do. It's always about what I need to do differently and how I need to be and to react and to think. And one of the things I wrote down is asking why is you keep seeing why. So you keep getting what you don't want because you're asking why. And so beginning to realize I need to ask for what I do want instead of what I don't want. And so first I need to know what I want.
And the first thing anybody should want is to know thyself, know who we are, to know God. What I know is giving in and letting go does not mean giving up. Because so many people,
That's right.
and it's hard because you've convinced yourself you are this person that has to work hard, and other people that has to express themselves and force their will on other people, that has to run around acting like they know it all. That you don't have to give that up. It's freedom. It's a way of loving life and who you are, loving who you are.
That's a big deal, loving who you are.
Yes. That means everything that you've ever done all the mistakes, all the hateful things or ungrateful things you've done. Let them go and just loving the purity of who you are. Because when you love you, you're loving God. When you love God, you're loving you. And if you can keep those two together on a plane of unending understanding and with a heart that's open for change, that's wanting change, that's wanting to be that magnificent human being you were meant to be.
Well, and when we can love ourselves, then we can love others in their imperfection as well. And so we can stop having a judgment of what someone else should have, would have, could have said, done, been, and just be in the now and loving ourselves and loving others and our imperfections. And that's what is going to allow us to move further past everything and into a loving space, I
Yeah.
think.
So there's a lot that we get to look at just by being
Mm-hmm.
in ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
being in the self with a capital S. And when you move into the self will reveal to you all that you need to know. And you don't have to give up. But you can't. You can give up past thinking. You can give up crooked thinking. You can give up stinky thinking. You can give it all up
Mm-hmm.
and give in to the goodness that is you. You're such a loving, capable, strong being. I know it for you. Now it's up to you to know it for yourself.
That's good.
Shall I pray?
Mm-hmm.
How good it is to take this moment and turn within and know the truth of ourselves, that we are one with the Almighty, loving God that is everywhere present. So it's present right here, right now. It's my life, it's your life, it's the life of God. The perfection of yourself is the perfection of God. There's no separation. It only seems separate when you think separate. But when you clear your mind and know the truth of who you are, you can see it through your eyes and taste it through your tongue and feel it in your heart and expand beyond the humanness and know the truth that we are eternal beings having this human experience in such a perfect way. So I invite you to look at yourself right now and forgive yourself for any mistakes you may have made. Forgive yourself for anyone you may have hurt and just step into the bigness of who you are. Feel that. Feel that. Feel the forgiveness as your life. Feel the forgiveness as a way of being and know that you are guided and directed and sustained and maintained by the one power and the one presence we call God. So this week, know the truth of yourself and let it be revealed by looking in a mirror and saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. And keep saying it until you know and feel it is true. And when you can free yourself of all burden and all mistake thinking, then you're here being what you needed to be. You're here fulfilling your life's presence. Your life counts. It is so needed right now. So join me as we hold this planet in the highest way of holding it, knowing that all those places where there's hate, where there's war, where there's lack of limitation, where there's less than, is now cleared. And the fields of joy and peace and harmony fulfills our lives with gratitude. I'm so very grateful to speak this word, knowing that it's being spoken through me. I claim it as truth. I claim it as being complete and fulfilled right here and right now by letting go, letting God, giving thanks, and together saying,
So it is. Amen. Amen. Aho. Ashe. And woo-hoo.
All that we are is dust from stars refined with fire, cooled by love. Something inside says don't run and hide. Oh, reach out those spiral arms to find love. It can hurt you, it can burn you. It's the only way that we can learn how to give more, how to live more. Yes, it's raining down, it's all around us. All that we are is dust from stars refined with fire, cooled by love. Oh, love, breathe it in now. Yes, love, breathe it in now. Ooh, love, breathe it in now. It's the only way. It's the only way to love ourselves.
That's so beautiful.
I'm reading.
Thank you. Woo! Wow, thank you.
That was great.
Thank you very much. I
No,
feel honored
Thank you.
to be a part of this and have an opportunity to flow, together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is you are very unique. And I just love that about you.
Good.
And
That's the
about
best
your
thing I could-
music. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best thing I could hear. It's to be more and more myself.
Yeah.
And however I express, or all of us were on that path. To
We are.
Yeah.
how specific can we be, in our own existence?
Mhm. And it never really works very well when we're trying to be somebody else.
Right. We learn that takes decades. That takes decades to catch on to.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I actually, after your first or during your first song, I text my son because he makes music,
Hmm.
and
Right.
I'm like, you got to listen to this guy and the way he just comes out from himself. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
And he does listen, but you know,
Uh-huh.
he doesn't always know who's
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 on?
singing or whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, you're an inspiration.
Oh, I
Absolutely.
appreciate it. I
Yeah.
absorb that.
So we invite people to stay in the chat.
Yeah, we can stay on and talk. We don't have anybody that's listening at this moment, so we don't have anybody that might join in, but we
Okay,
can all join in.
let's do it.
I'll be hitting the road. I'm actually going to another Unity church. They're ushering in a new person to take the helm, and so I'm gonna drive to Dallas and kind of just be a part of that little
Oh,
celebration.
that's awesome.
Whoa.
It's the
That's
Greenville.
great.
Yeah, it is. I play there every once in a while, so it's kind of nice to be a part of the
Yeah.
congregation
Mhm.
sometimes, which is kind of it's a
Mm.
different perspective than this view on,
I
you
bet.
know. So
Yeah.
Well, great.
Well,
All right. Or we can all just talk over lunch. The rest of us.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Can we do that?
Oh, I like it.
And we'll end it. And what time did we say? 12 or one earlier than that? 11:45?
Okay,
Pardon?
that'll work.
We're ready to go.
Do you want to just get out and go and then
Yeah, 11:45.
11:45? Okay.
All right.
Over
We'll
there.
see you.
Okay,
Bye,
y'all.
Raheem.
Bye.
bye. See you next time. See you in a few weeks.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Mhm.
I find his music so calming. It
I
just
know.
Yeah, it is nice.
calms my nerves.
Those frequencies somehow come on through, It saved my life for sure. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing,
Yeah.
your talents.
yeah.
Do we do what's an invocation or a benediction? I don't know.
Benediction. We can do a benediction.
That would be nice.
Do you do that?
yeah.
Yeah.
So turning within, we touch the hem of the highest form of life and know that we're guided and directed this week. In everything we do, all our thoughts are made manifest in their meaning. We're clear about who we are and we live it. We be it, for it is who we are. Perfect, whole, and complete. Unending love, giving it and receiving it. Perfect peace. I hold this for everyone who will be listening to us later, as well as those that are here present right now. For this and so much more, I say thank you, and let it be, and so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good lunch, everybody.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.